All right, end of August, and I think summer is finally here. It's so warm. Been trying to spend lots of time down at the creek. We actually have to go to the waterfalls or the Cowboy Canyon because the rest of the creek is kind of schmooky and just full of algae and stuff. It's gotten pretty low, but the waterfalls and the canyon are beautiful, so really glad we have that to keep us cool. And today it's going to be water focused again. We're going to be working on the well. We got some supplies, and this has been filling up so quickly. We drained that out yesterday, I think, and it's already back up to the top. Greg is pretty antsy to get the hole filled in with all the clay because the cows have been around and we don't really want them going in here. I don't want them to sink in or to just contaminate the water. So yeah, we want to get we got a pitless adapter, which is going to connect the pump to the water line, and we got some water line. They didn't have everything we needed, so we got 300 feet of water line, I think, and that'll get us part of the way. So the well is here behind me, and then the cabin is just up on the top of that hill. So we're going to pump up there, and I'm not sure where we're going to dig the water line to go up there yet, if we're going to just follow the road or if we will go straight up, but I don't think we have enough water line to reach that far anyways, so we'll just get what we can done today until it gets too hot, and then we're heading to the creek again.
I just gotta keep it out of the clay. Okay, Katie! Come on, Katie!
Let's go!
That's nice! Come on, jump in there, Katie! If you think of how quick this thing fills up, that makes good sense that that's some more seeps that found their way.
This is hard to film.
Oh, I've been waiting for this day for a while. It's been constant emptying out the hole with the water because the cows are drawn to it, and I don't want cows hanging out around my well hole, my open well hole that's not sealed. So I got a little bit of water left here. I'm gonna try to bring the pump back and pump that up. My pump's not working super great. And then I've got this 4-foot deep channel, and I've hit another spring there. Awesome. So that's gonna start seeping in there. It's a lot of water around here. Anyway, I'm gonna get the pipe connected to the well casing, I guess you can call that, culvert. I'm gonna get the pipe connected with a pitless adapter, and thank you to one of our subscribers for telling me what that thing was called.
Push it.
Hold on. Okay, good shove.
And that's why there's holes in it.
I think those holes are manufactured.
This smells like laundry soap in Mexico.
Weird.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm smelling that laundry soap.
It's not the laundry soap though.
What the heck?
It's that
Totally...
plastic. I just smelled
It must be the plastic.
That's weird.
So this is my pitless adapter. We have to install this, and what you do typically is you have a lift pipe that goes in here, and then this part is where the pump goes into. And so you can pull your pump out of the well. It has, ooh, man, that's good to see that. It has this O-ring, and that O-ring goes snug into here, creating a watertight fit. And when you hook your pump up to this, you put it into the well, and then you stick it in here, push it down, and then that's your seal in there. And then the water can come out below frost level, which in our case is probably around 4 feet here. So I don't have any black iron, and they only sold 20-foot lengths, and I was going to buy 20 feet of black iron. So we've got our actual line here. It's 200 psi municipal line, like you guys care about that. But we're going to use this to set the set the pitless adapter into the pipe, and then pop it through the hole that I'm about to make in the casing.
Because it's 4 feet.
Because it's 4 feet
down inside the well.
4 feet down inside the well, plus whatever we are going above. Mm-hmm. So the lowest I can go in there is the lowest is as low as we're going to go. So if we go 5 feet, that's even better. Because an extra foot for the excavator is nothing, and then that's a little bit more a reassurance. I'm at 5 feet right now. Okay. Tighten this thing on with the wrong tools, but whatever. Much harder than that. Now we put this on here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That ain't going nowhere. That's okay. And then we could just stick it in there. That's gonna be nothing. We won't have any trouble with this. Famous last words. Get a little lifeblood here. Go around.
Okay.
This is kind of sketchy. Does it look sketchy?
I don't know. I don't have much experience with this. It looks like a little leak there.
What's that?
It's looking a little weak, like right above before the track.
Okay. Should you stop there? Or go backwards and get out of here?
go forward a little bit. Yeah, no, go back. Where's it coming from?
Our well, Katie.
From the culvert? Holes?
Yeah. It's kind of shitty, actually.
So we got a ton of water coming out of the culvert, we think. Maybe there's springs. It's been filling up so quickly. Maybe now that we're taking some of the dirt out, the water's able to kind of push its way out a bit more. I don't know. We don't really know what we're doing. So Greg's just trying to dig down a little bit more so that the water that's coming out can go down and get out of the way from where we need to work, basically. We got a bunch of water into the Waterline trench, but there's just more and more coming out. There's so much freaking water. No water coming out?
Not yet. No water coming out. Good.
No.
It drained. What I'm wondering is how I'm gonna cut this out so I can get that freaking thing in there.
Can you hole saw bigger on the outer layer?
I've got bigger hole saws. Can you grab me?
Don't mess this up.
Oh, I know, Katie. Can you pass me the sawzall, please? Thanks. This is really tough.
So this is a double-walled culvert, and the outside is ribbed like this, but the inside is smooth, and so we're trying to get to the smooth layer so we can get a good seal on the pitless adapter.
Lit it on fire. Can you go grab me a rag? Can you go grab me my shirt? It's just what needs to go on. Our washing machine works just fine. No, that sucks, man. It'll be bunged with clay, but it kind of sucks. It's kind of nice that I got clean water coming out of it, though. Okay, grab me the 2 pieces. So there's my hole. I should be able to get it sealed. It's gonna be tough. Oh shit,
This will eventually be a pipe that we can lift in and out, and it'll just set right in there and connect.
Okay.
So that piece goes on the water line going out,
Yes.
and then that piece.
This goes on to the actual water line, and then it's got this double grommet that just seals onto it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna need that other wrench. Yeah.
All right, we just went for a swim and had some lunch. Lunch at 3 o'clock. Way too late for lunch. But Greg did a bunch of filling in before we left. So I want to see how much water is in there now. Wow, that's way higher than the spigot thing. So that's probably going to overflow soon. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this water. I was thinking we're gonna have to do laundry and dishwasher on different days and, you know, just really be careful with our water, but that's gonna be overflowing soon. That's crazy. I can't even believe it. It's like a shelf of hard rock. Apparently I was going 7 feet deep, so he told me to put some dirt back in. We're just going for 4 feet, but I don't know. I've got the sun pointing at me, and once the bucket's in the hole, it's just a shadow, so I don't know. I'm just winging it. Look how close that is. That's crazy. You're going too deep now. You're going too deep now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Yeah, that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? We gotta call it a night. I gotta get the grease out.
Yeah.
It's starting to get squeaky, and I don't want it to be squeaky.
No. It's time.
It's time.
I'm done.
I'll probably end up filling this in so that it's like, you know, that'll probably be another hour and a half.
Yeah.
We don't need to take video of that.
I can see video filling it in.
So Katie and I, we're gonna call it quits for tonight, but I came up here real quick on the quad and I discovered something. There is another spring that we've tapped into, and I don't want to deal with a hole full of water tomorrow. So I'm working the night shift. I'm gonna get this hole dug a little bit further this way, and then I'm gonna get the line in, bury it to the road crossing. And then I'm going to go to bed because it's already late and I'm not really a sleeper and it's going to be well past my bedtime. But got to get it done.
These cloudy, gray days are usually when we try to get our life in order by doing things like cleaning up and organizing the mess that just builds up on our busy work days. And Mova, the sponsor of today's video, is actually taking care of one of the big chores for me. The Mova MV50 Ultra Complete Robot Vacuum Mop is a seriously impressive machine with integrated AI that thinks and cleans on its own, freeing me from this daily chore and giving me back my time. I had a robot vacuum at our house and it was not strong enough to hold up to our messy, pet-friendly lives, but the Mova MV50 has so many features that I know will hold up to the test of our mess, like the 24,000 PA strong suction, dual mechanical extension arms that reach hard to reach areas and edges, and my favorite, the triple anti-tangle system that collects the hair, human and pet, without it catching up in the brush, never to be removed again. Its obstacle crossing Stepmaster system raises it up to 6 centimeters to effortlessly climb thresholds and steps, and an industry first, dual cleaning solution tanks for multi-surface floor cleaner and a pet deodorizer. For carpeted homes, the automatically detachable mop heads keep carpets dry, or you can just ask the robot to avoid the carpets with its ultrasonic carpet detection. The integrated spray cleaning base and built-in drying system make for a maintenance-free operation. The MV50 robot automatically maps out your home, identifying carpets, cords, and other obstacles, and naming each space. You can set no-go zones and pet activity areas, schedule cleans, and even say, "Hey Mova, start cleaning." So if you're looking for some help with cleaning around your home, the kind that doesn't talk back or complain about having to do the chore, I cannot recommend the Mova MV50 Ultra Complete Robot Vacuum Mop enough. I'm going to put a link down in the description for you to check it out, and a big thank you to Mova for continuously supporting our channel. All right, day 2 of burying our water line. Let's go and see how things are after being left alone all night. See how much water's in the well. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of water there. It's already so hot. I had to go in the creek this morning, but it's painfully cold today. But it's refreshing, so I'm going to keep doing that as long as I can before it gets too cold. Because I know in the winter I'm going to miss these days when I could have gone swimming. So got to take advantage of it while you can. Let's see how much water is over here. Wow. It's cold. I don't know if that's as cold as a creek. I guess. All right, we've only got a little bit of diesel left and a little bit of water line left, so hopefully we can get the rest of the water line that we have in today, and then we'll call it quits until we can get some more diesel. We got to go into town tomorrow, so yeah, we'll be doing that, and then we'll just have to pick up more water line too, I guess, before we can continue, but it's a step in the right direction.
That needed grease. Okay, I gotta find them all again. I think there's one right here. It's kind of hard to get to when it's like this. There we go. That's a pretty critical. There we go.
We actually get quite a few comments, people asking what happened to all the trees here. And for anyone that's new and hasn't seen our previous episodes, there was a wildfire that went through this area a few years ago. So all of the trees are dead, but as you can see, we've got a ton of new growth coming in. There's a ton of water on this property, and wherever there's water, these aspen trees are huge. We're seeing tons of little baby spruce trees around as well, and the land is really working hard to come back to life, which is really cool. And we've done some planting ourselves of some fast-growing trees, so because the fire went through, there's not a lot of shade here, so it's quite warm, and we wanted to plant some trees as fast as possible and some fast-growing species so that we could hopefully have some shade as soon as possible. But you can go back and check out our older videos. We've been here for 4 or 5 months, I think, and you can watch our older videos and see all of our projects that we've been working on so far, and working on getting our cabin ready before winter so that we can move out of our travel trailer and have a nice insulated warm area for winter to live, and probably for a few years, because we've got a lot of projects for our livestock and our animals that we want to work on, and fencing and all that. So that's going to be our focus once we have the cabin ready. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So go check out our older videos if you're new here. There's lots of great fun content, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already.
Hill, kinda.
Yeah.
I know it's not super steep, but I can tell like the machine's tippy up here.
Yeah, I was feeling that right there with that little, like trying to put the arm down and it was rocking.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people say that blade really helps, because you can put it down and it just holds it stable. Like I'm just rocking all over the place.
Yeah.
But I should be able to get it from the top after this. It's not that big of a deal.
So are you digging back?
Down a bit, and then I'll probably finish the excavation on the other side. Just dig it in this way.
So that's the well over there. This is where we come from our campsite and our kind of our main entrance. We take this road and it goes up here. We've got a road that goes up that way to another part of the property. But if we go this way, there's the cabin. Now, maybe you guys can help us decide where we should put the animals when we're ready to move them up here. So the cabin is perched up there. We could maybe put the chickens between the roads in this little kind of triangular area, so they're a bit lower than us. Maybe the goats up here. The only challenge is we've got a lot of trees growing in here, so the goats will absolutely destroy them. Not sure if we want that. We'd have to kind of, I don't know, maybe limit them a little bit to where they could go there. Or do we put them up above in this area here? I kind of like the idea of the roosters being able to crow over the valley and wake everyone up. There's no one to wake up around here, but it's still kind of funny. So yeah, let us know down in the comments. Less shade up there, but there's quite a bit more space. Or this area back here is where all the beautiful wildflowers grow, so I don't really want to put anyone back there because I want that area for us. So yeah, we've got below the cabin or above the cabin. Leave a comment down below and let us know what you would choose. And then also for this area, I was thinking we could build a lean-to structure to store chainsaws and the quad and the wood chipper and whatever other things there are that we want to keep out of the weather for now. We're obviously going to be building some workshops and stuff for the bigger machinery to keep covered, and a wood shed. But I was thinking this would be a good spot. We could park the quad and then, you know, whatever other kind of tools and little things that can be outside but dry. That'd be a good spot for that. It's so hard to choose when you have this much land, where to put everything and where to even start, because there's so many cool spots, and every spot has its plus and its minuses and challenges as well.
Reheat.
You made it.
Made it. Hail Mary, full of grace.
All right, so we just moved away from the connection from the 2 trenches, so he's gonna start digging that out now, and we'll be able to get the water line going up the hill, and then that'll probably be as far as we can go. I think there might be a little bit of water line left, but I don't know if it's worth it to dig up our whole trail that we have going up to the cabin. So yeah, just a little bit left to do.
I may have made a huge mistake here.
Why?
It's going to be hard to get this through this.
There's like a hard layer of shale in there. All right, this last little section has been pretty challenging, trying to get the 2 trenches connected and not hit the water line and
Not fall into the trench.
not fall into the trench with the excavator. So probably a couple more scoops left, but we're getting close. And
I got to come back this way, which means my track is going to be like just barely. I got to move quick through there. And then I can't reach it from here, so like I got to come back a little bit, try to dig it. Here goes nothing. Can you untwist that?
yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't think you can. Oh.
I guess we got extra, don't we?
Oh yeah, you can just set it up there. I'm hoping I can just pull this out, but I don't think I can. This way.
This?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was recording.
That's the whole thing.
I don't know if that was recording. It was supposed to be time-lapsing, filling all that in.
Pretty much out of fuel. I can't
Yeah.
really go much further with the excavator without getting risky.
Yeah, out of fuel, no work can be done, so might as well head to the creek.
Let's go.
It's 5 o'clock, which is usually when it starts getting a little too cold for the creek, but we're gonna do it anyways. And then I gotta edit this video, so that's it for this one. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.